to our esteemed College Dean, Dr. Harold Monteclaro, university officials, institute directors, the dedicated faculty and staff of the college, to our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Jesse John Cayo, proud parents, guests, supportive friends, and of course, my fellow graduating students of CFUS class of 2025. Good morning. Sorry guys, standing here today, it feels genuinely surreal. Honestly, who would have thought? For many of us, getting into UP feels like chasing a medical creature. For me, it was even more a long shot. We were the first batch of applicants assessed through UPCA, and I was an UPCA 2021 non-qualifier with UPG of 2.679. With determination to be admitted to UP to avail quality education, I appealed for consideration. I appealed to UP Mindanao, UP Cebu, UP Tacloban, and UP Visayas. And all of these constituents, only UP Visayas had given me a slot in fisheries. I also got rejected for various scholarship grants, including the UST and JED scholarship, and other private scholarships. I also applied for other degree programs offered at different state universities and got rejected. Also, after knowing I was admitted to UP, there were people questioning my capabilities to finish my degrees at the university, given the financial burden and the academic load. For the context, I was an independent student since high school, that is, without any financial support from my family. I juggled my studies and part-time jobs to make ends meet. I remember during my basic education, beside our school is our farm. There, my classmates saw me harvesting palay and shouting my name while they were inside the classroom, waiting for our teacher to arrive. Yes, there were times I had to be absent in class. I also worked in a school canteen during my high school years. It is still clear in my mind, students were forming lines to proceed for flag ceremony while I was cooking kwek-kwek in Kumbo in a school canteen. After school, I had to return to the canteen to prepare for the next morning. Happy na ako kung hanggang 10 p.m. lang. Pero minsan, hanggang 12 midnight pa. Kasi kailangan ko gumawa ng at least 30 packs ng popcorn or more or less 30 pieces ng ice candy at other works. At babangon ulit ng 5:30 a.m. late na yung 6 a.m. Kasi nito pa ako bagay ulit yung kwek-kwek sa umaga. Nagtaka ba kayo kung nag-aaral pa ako sa case na yan? Yes po. Minsan, may libro sa harap ko habang niluluto ang mais at binabalot ang popcorn. Habang niluluto ang kwek-kwek sa mainit na mantika. Habang ginagawa ang ice candy. Marami pa akong naging side hustle habang nag-aaral. Naging delivery boy na palaging basa sa ulan at bilag sa araw. Naging tutor ng mga batang swerte dahil suportado ng mga parents sa kanilang pag-aaral at kanilang mga pangangailangan. Minsan din akong naging mature, tagahilot, Swedish, traditional, at sa service. Yes! Lagi akong umuwi ng late at late din matulog kasi gabi yung mga client. During one-year class, sabi nga ni Don Harold, kami yung mga pandemic baby na nag-start ng online class, nasira ang binigay sa akin na laptop, wala kaming wifi at mahina ang signal. Kaya napilitan akong magtrabaho sa computer shop, nakakapag-akas lang kung walang kaya, hindi maka-open cam kasi maingay, at maraming tao. Given all these rejections in personal circumstances, I also questioned my own capabilities. It made me feel so little and like nobody. However, as a risk taker, sabi nga ni Ma'am Isay, and a person with dreams in life, I kept going on and always will. I remember my first arrival in Macau. After unpacking my things, ang una kong ginawa ay maglibot sa